Let's talk about something very real today. That one word that makes experienced people like us feel stuck, rejected, and frustrated. The word is overqualified. It sounds like a compliment, but in reality, it's not a compliment. It's a soft rejection. It's their way of saying, sorry, you're too experienced, we are not taking you. Enough of this. Because in this video, we are decoding the drama behind that word. Why companies actually say it, what fears they are hiding, and how you can flip the situation in your favor. Hi guys, I'm Sasidhar with nearly 20 years of corporate experience. Welcome to Software Life, where 9 to 5 drama meets 24/7 reality. I talk about everything, from office politics to career hacks to burning social issues. Need career advice? Stuck with BGV or PF issues? I offer one-on-one career guidance in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, and of course in English. Drop me an email, details are in the description below. You have worked for what, 10-15 years? You have handled deadlines, teams, client calls, on-sites, layoffs, everything. You finally have the maturity to manage things properly. And now when you apply for a job, they say you're too good for it, so we are rejecting you. But here is the truth. The actual reason is different. When companies see someone with 10 plus years of experience, they start assuming things like, this person might ask for bigger salary. He may not adjust with our young team. He might leave in 6 months if we get a better opportunity. What if he replaces me in future? He may not take orders from someone younger. These are the real reasons, but they won't say them openly. They will smile and say, you're overqualified and your chances are blocked. Not because of your resume, not because of your skills, but because of their unspoken fear. Fear of someone more experienced, even more smarter. Fear of someone who could expose the inefficiencies in their system. Let me give you a small metaphor. Imagine you booked a cab, an economy cab. You're expecting a hatchback, but surprisingly an SUV shows up. Will you say, oh no, this is too much for me, I just wanted a small car? No, right? But that's what exactly companies do. You show up with 12 years of solid experience. They say, oh no, you're too much, we want someone more basic. It's not about you, it's about their comfort zone. And if you observe, the age bias is very real. Many people feel it after 30-35 years of age, especially after 10 to 15 years of experience. They apply for jobs and keep hearing the same thing, you're too experienced for this role. Even though deep down, you know you can do the role easily, maybe even better than a junior. In fact, according to a study, 60% of people over age 35 said they felt judged unfairly because of their age. And honestly, I would say it starts even earlier now. Even people at 30 being are told, you might not fit in with our team culture, which is just a polite way of saying you're not young enough for us. But don't worry, just because some companies do this doesn't mean your career is over. You still have big advantage, that is your experience. You have seen what works and what doesn't. You don't panic when things go wrong. You know how to talk to clients. You understand the process. You have made mistakes and you have learned from them. This is the kind of stability companies actually need. But many of them don't even realize it. And that's where we change the game. In this video, I will explain to you what's really going on behind the scenes. How to talk in interviews when they think you're overqualified. How to show your experience as a strength, not as a problem. And how to take control of the story so that they see your true value. Trust me, age bias is not always direct. They don't say you're old. Instead, they say things like, this role is a high energy, can you handle it? We need someone who can adjust with the team. We are looking for someone with long-term plans. Sounds stupid and innocent, right? But that's exactly what they mean. And I get it, it hurts. It hurts when you're rejected silently, without any explanation or feedback. Just one cold email that says, thanks for applying, we cannot proceed with your candidature. And sometimes they don't even bother to send email. It feels like all your years of hard work is just being ignored. But don't worry, I'm here to explain how to deal with it. Let me tell you a small secret. I've been part of many interviews, both sides of the table. And you know what happens after the interview ends? They don't say the candidate is bad. No. They say things like, he's good but a bit senior. Maybe we need someone more energetic. She is great but might not stay for long. I don't think he'll work under a young manager. So you see, it's not about your skills. It's about their insecurity. They don't want someone who might challenge them. But you know what? That's their loss. Because by rejecting you, they are missing out on someone who can solve their problems faster, better, and cleaner. Now the big question, what should you do? Many people try to hide their experience. They try to remove old jobs from their resume. It used to work earlier, but not anymore. Because now they are fetching your entire employment history using UAN verification. So here is the thing. You have to proactively answer all of their unspoken questions and insecurities. For example, if they think you are overqualified, tell them how you can deliver fast, take less training, and guide junior team members too. If they think you might leave, tell them you're looking for a stable, meaningful role, not just for a title or a salary. If they think you're not up to date, show your latest certifications, the new tools that you have learned, or how you picked up something last year that actually helped your team. Talk about results, not just responsibilities. You have been silent all these years in your career. This is the time to speak your value clearly and confidently. So how do you do that? I'll take 4 different situations and explain it with examples. Situation 1. If they say you are overqualified for this role, you just smile and say, I understand why you feel that. But here is the thing. I'm looking for a role where I can use my experience to solve problems quickly. In fact, because of my background, I can start working and support the team from day one. Simple words, no drama. Now what did you just do? You took their concern and flipped it. Whatever you say, make them think, oh, this person can actually save us time and effort. Let's make it even better with a small story. Say you're applying for a lead role. You could say, in my last role, I led a team during a tough product launch. We had a tight 3-week deadline, limited resources, and high pressure. But we introduced a small agile process that helped us deliver early and improve team efficiency by 25%. Quoting your past experiences like this make them believe that you can really deliver. Situation 2. If they say, will you adjust in a young team? This is a polite way of asking, you're older than others, can you fit in? Here is how you can answer. I have worked with all kinds of teams, younger, older, mixed, remote, and even international. For me, the focus is always the same. Support the team, share knowledge, and get the job done together. What they really want is reassurance, and you gave it with confidence. No awkwardness, no fear. Situation 3. If they ask, how long do you plan to stay in this role? What they are actually thinking is, will you leave us in 6 months for a bigger title or salary? And then you can now say that, right now I am looking for a stable team where I can add long-term value. I am not chasing fancy titles or big gems. I want to work where I can contribute properly and grow together with a team. Simple, real. They will appreciate the kind of honesty. Situation 4. If they say, this is fast-paced environment, can you keep up? They are actually thinking, you have worked in big setups, can you manage in our startup-like system? You can smile and say, absolutely. In fact, I enjoy fast-paced roles because they bring energy and focus. In my previous company, I helped implement a new workflow system during a tight product release. We ended up improving delivery time and reducing the team stress. A clear answer, and you backed it with real example. You just turned their fear into your strength. Now listen to me carefully. They may not ask these exact questions in every interview, but you should always be ready to address their fears and insecurities. Just imagine you are sitting on the other side of the panel. What kind of doubts would pop up into your head? Those are the same questions you need to handle. It's that simple. And if you think you missed something, you can politely say, if there is any concerns about my experience or fit for this particular role, I would love to clarify it. This shows 2 things. You're confident, you're not afraid of feedback. Also, it gives them a chance to express their doubts, which you can solve right there, so it doesn't hurt your chances later. By doing all this, you are giving them the reassurance that you can adjust, you are updated, and you are here to support, not compete. Now you might think, why should I explain so much? They should already see my value in my resume. Yes, but here is the truth. They read your resume with their own assumptions, but in the interview, you get a chance to explain things from your perspective, and most importantly, make it sound convincing. Because honestly, your experience makes some people nervous. That's why you need to speak your story clearly, not with frustration but with confidence. We just spoke about how to handle things during the interview, but what about before the interview? There are 2 major things that decide whether you will get interview call or not. Your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and also a third one that most people completely ignore is your network. Let's go through each one step by step. Step 1. Fix that resume. Let's be honest, many resumes of experienced people look like many history textbooks. So much data, so many job titles. Each role has 10 bullet points. Some even mention tools that were already sunset 10 years ago. We need to fix that. First rule, your resume is not your life story. It's your sales pitch. Keep only what's needed. Keep what matches the job role that you're applying to. What to keep? Relevant experience, key skills, projects and achievements, certifications or tools that are still relevant. What to remove? Jobs from 2010 unless they're super relevant now. Long paragraphs describing boring tasks. Old tools that nobody uses anymore. Fancy design with 4 different fonts. Keep your resume short. 2 pages max. Your experience should look sharp, not heavy. Now one big question people ask, should I remove dates to hide my age? Look, it's your choice, but companies aren't stupid. They can guess your age from graduation year, experience timeline or job titles. So instead of hiding, highlight your value. Don't say worked on SAP project since 2005. Just say led SAP S/4HANA implementation for 3 global clients. Reduce downtime by 30%. See the difference. One sounds old, the other sounds useful. Step 2. Update your LinkedIn profile like a pro. Many of us created LinkedIn back in 2011 and forgot about it. Now it just says senior manager open to work. No details, no headline, no about section. This doesn't help. In 2025, LinkedIn is your second resume and sometimes your first impression. Let's fix it. In the headline, don't write as looking for a job or experienced professional. Make it a value driven. Example, lead developer, 12 plus years of experience in BFSI, expert in agile and team delivery. Now, even if someone sees your name, they already know what you bring to the table. Coming to the about section, don't write an essay. Just tell your story clearly. What's your main skill or role? How many years of experience that you have? What kind of projects that you handle? What tools you know? What results you have delivered? What kind of role that you are looking for, etc. Example, with 13 years of experience in finance and IT projects, I help teams deliver digital solutions that improve operations and reduce costs. I have worked with SAP, Oracle and Agile teams across India and the Middle East. Currently, I am looking for a role where I can contribute to process improvement and team mentoring. These kind of things looks clean, professional, and it shows clarity. Also, add skills, certifications and recommendations. Ask your ex-colleagues to write a few lines for you on LinkedIn. These things build credibility. They show that people trust your work. And step 3 is stop depending on only job portals. Let's face it, job portals like Naukri, Indeed, LinkedIn Jobs, they have hundreds of thousands of applicants for every role. You apply, wait and get silence. Why? Because referrals and networkings work better. Start small. Comment on LinkedIn. Instead of just scrolling, engage. If someone posts something in your field, leave a comment. Say your opinion. Over time, people will start noticing you. They remember your name. That's how visibility starts. Connect properly. When you send a connection request, don't just click connect. Write a small message. For example, hi Mira, I really liked your post about DevOps in BFSI. I worked in similar teams and I would like to connect with you and learn more from your experience. Simple and real. And also it looks professional. People are way more likely to accept and reply such requests. Ask people smartly, not desperately. Let's say someone works in a company that you're targeting. Don't write, hi sir, please refer me, I need a job. Instead, write, hi Rahul, I saw your company is hiring for a QA lead role. I worked in similar projects. Would you be open to referring me? Happy to share my resume. You'll be surprised how many people will say yes to you if you ask properly. Also, reconnect with your old colleagues. That guy from your 2011 project, he might be a senior manager now. Send a message, hey Ramesh, it's been a while since we worked on that XYZ project. I am exploring new roles now. Would you love to catch up? No begging, just a friendly networking. Opportunities often come from old connections, not strangers. Let me tell you something real. If you have been working for 10 plus years, you already have a gold mine of contacts. You just forgot to use it. Don't be shy. Just reach out and message people. Tell them what kind of roles that you want. Ask if they have heard anything. It's not begging, it's called professional outreach. Now you might think, all this feels uncomfortable. I've never done this before. True, because we were taught, do your job well and people will notice you. But today, that's not enough. You have to show your value. You have to talk about your experience. You have to create opportunities. Okay, so you fixed your resume, updated your LinkedIn, started building your network, and you're ready. But still, deep inside your mind, there is a small voice. That voice says, maybe I'm too old now, maybe I should just settle for anything, maybe the market only wants 20 plus people or something. If you ever felt like this, let me tell you something important. It's not your age that's a problem. It's the mindset that you have been forced to carry. Let's break it down. A lot of experienced people stay stuck in one trap. They keep comparing today's job market with those days. Back then, we had proper on-site roles. Back then, bonuses were better. Back then, managers respected us more. Yes, all true. But let's be real. That job market was gone already. The market has changed. Salaries have changed. Job roles have changed. So, we also need to change. Not just our skills, but also our thinking. Because you can't drive forward if you keep staring at the rearview mirror. Rejection feels like personal, but it's not. When you apply to 50 jobs and get 0 responses, it's natural to feel like something is wrong with me. But here is the truth. Many companies are not rejecting you. They are rejecting a story they've created about you in their mind. They looked at your years of experience and assumed you will demand high salary. You won't adjust. You won't stay long. You will be hard to manage. All these things. All these things without even knowing you properly. So don't carry that rejection like it's your fault. Instead, motivate yourself for the next one with a positive hope. You know what a fresher does when a production issue comes? They Google. But you have seen it before. You have fixed it. You probably caused it back in 2013. And you learn how never to repeat it. That's called wisdom. And it comes only with time. In meetings, you know when to speak and when to keep quiet. You have worked with angry clients, lazy teammates, bad tools, and still made it work. That kind of experience, you can't buy it. And companies that know your worth, they will never call you you're overqualified. They'll call you are the person they need. You don't need a big title to speak powerfully. You just need clarity. Build your brand even now. Many experienced professionals think branding is only for influencers. I just want to work. But here is the thing. In 2025, people don't just read your resume. They Google your name. So give them something good to see. Start simple. Post once a week on LinkedIn. You don't need to go viral. Just be visible. Write simple posts like important things I learned handling a failed project, how I helped a fresher grow into a tech lead, why experience is still valuable in IT. These posts show your thinking. They show you're active, sharp and involved, even after 10-15 years in the game. And don't forget your old network. Many people make this mistake, including me. We forget our old teammates. Someone we worked with long back, maybe now he is a director in a particular company. Someone from your first company might be hiring right now. Reconnect, drop a message, just say hi. Most people are happy to help. They just forgot you exist. One final thing I want to tell you is, yes, it's harder after 10-15 years of experience in IT. Yes, there is age bias in hiring. Yes, some companies want younger people because they are cheaper. But it doesn't mean that your career is over. I've seen people get hired with 10 plus, 15 plus, even 20 plus years of experience because they stopped trying to act young and started owning their experience with confidence. So all you have to do is make companies realize you're not overqualified. You will do the job faster with fewer mistakes and help others grow too. This is it guys for today. If you found this video helpful, hit like, it helps. And in the comment section, tell me how many years of experience that you have and you already know what else to do.